All right, let's just get right into it. GTA 6 is coming, and it's forcing all of us to make one of the biggest, most expensive decisions in gaming history. Are you team PS5 Pro with all its streamlined power, or are you going to go all in on a custom PC for that limitless potential? Believe me, this is way more than just a graphics debate. This is about how you're going to spend the next decade of your life in Vice City.
And I'm not kidding when I say this is probably the toughest financial choice in gaming history. We're talking about a decision that's going to shape how you play the most hyped game of all time, for sure. But it's also about your wallet for the next, 5 years. So yeah, let's break this whole thing down round by round and see who comes out on top.
All right, round one. And we're starting with probably the most painful, most dreaded topic for any PC gamer out there, the launch date. Yeah, when can you actually play this game? This is where the whole debate gets ugly, and it gets ugly fast.
Look, you don't even have to take my word for it. Just look at Rockstar's track record. This isn't some wild guess. It's a pattern, plain and simple. GTA 5, PC players had to wait 2 years. Red Dead Redemption 2, a full year. The precedent here is crystal clear. Rockstar takes care of the console crowd first, and PC players, well, you get to wait.
So what does that mean for you? It means if you build that shiny new PC specifically for GTA 6, you're pretty much guaranteed to be waiting. And I mean a long wait. We're talking 12, maybe even 18 months of trying to dodge every single spoiler on YouTube and Twitter while your friends are all having the time of their lives in Vice City. It's gotta be rough.
So, round one, it's a knockout. If you've got even a hint of FOMO, that fear of missing out, if you have to be there on day one, then the PS5 Pro isn't just the best choice, it's really your only choice. Simple as that.
But hold on a second. The fight is far from over. Because while the PS5 Pro takes the win on launch day access, the money side of things, well, that's where this story takes a very interesting turn. That price tag you see on the box, oh, that is not the whole story, not even close.
Yeah, and at first glance, this looks like an open and shut case, right? A PS5 Pro is probably going to land somewhere around $700. A PC that can handle GTA 6 without breaking a sweat, you're looking at $1,500 minimum. That's more than double. It's a huge difference up front. But this is where we need to peel back the layers.
Okay, now check this out. This is the real cost of ownership over 5 years. See that $700 console? Well, once you add in the mandatory PlayStation Plus subscription you need just to play online, that price suddenly balloons to almost $1,450. And on the PC side, online is totally free, zilch. On top of that, you have stuff like the legendary Steam sales, which means you're almost always spending way less on the games themselves over time.
So when you actually do the math, that scary $800 gap we saw at the beginning, it shrinks down to only about $300. Spread that out over 5 years, and suddenly the premium you're paying for all that PC power and freedom seems a whole lot more reasonable, doesn't it?
So that really boils down to one simple question. Is having total freedom, the freedom to mod, to upgrade, to get insane performance, is that worth an extra $60 a year? I mean, we're talking about $5 a month, the price of a fancy coffee. When you put it like that, it kind of changes everything, doesn't it? Okay, so we've sorted out the when and the how much. Now let's get to the fun part, how you'll actually be playing this game. And this brings us to that timeless debate, right? The plug-and-play simplicity of a console versus the absolute raw power of a PC. So, the PS5 Pro has this rumored ace up its sleeve called PSSR. Basically, think of it as Sony's version of NVIDIA's DLSS if you're a PC person. It's some seriously clever AI tech that draws the game at a lower resolution, say 1080p, and then poof, it intelligently scales it up to look like a gorgeous, sharp 4K image. The big win here? You get that high-res look without tanking your frame rate. It's the best of both worlds. In this right here, this is the heart of it all. With the PS5 Pro, it's all about simplicity, zero tweaking, no weird driver errors. You just plug it in and play. It just works. But the PC? Well, the PC is God mode. You get to unlock insane frame rates like 144 Hz gameplay and turn on mind-blowing tech like path tracing, which is this crazy realistic lighting that consoles just can't touch right now. It's the ultimate choice, pure convenience or absolute control.
All right, it's time for our final round. And honestly, this might be the most important one, longevity. Because let's be real, GTA 6 isn't a game you're just going to play for a weekend. This is a world you're going to be living in for years, maybe even a decade. And how that world grows and changes over time, well, that's completely different depending on your platform. I mean, think about it. This quote absolutely nails it. The reason GTA 5 is still a massive deal 10 years later has nothing to do with the single-player story. It's the community. It's the insane, endless creativity that keeps that world alive and kicking.
And that leads us to two very different realities. On console, you play the game that Rockstar gives you, and it'll be amazing, no doubt, but it's a closed box. On PC, you play the game the community builds. You want to drive real-life cars? Done. You want to join a police roleplay server and live out a whole other life? You could do that. The possibilities are, quite literally, endless.
And if you need any more proof, here's the knockout punch. Big news. Rockstar now owns FiveM. That's the engine that powers all those incredible roleplay and modding servers. This is an absolute game changer. It basically guarantees official support for PC modding, cementing the PC as the undisputed champion when it comes to playing this game for the long haul.
So, after all that, where does that leave us? Look, the final verdict here isn't about which one is better overall. It's about which one is better for you. So let's break it down and make this super simple. You should go out and buy the PS5 Pro if 1. You absolutely have to play on day 1. 2. Your budget is strictly under $1,000. And 3. You value that simple, couch-ready, plug-and-play experience above everything else.
On the other hand, you should build a PC if 1. You want to create content, maybe stream your gameplay. 2. Your main goal is to dive deep into those FiveM roleplay servers. And 3. You're a performance junkie and you demand 60+ frames per second, no excuses, no exceptions.
So, in the end, the decision isn't really about the graphics or the price tag. It's about this. How do you want to live in Vice City for the next decade? Do you want to be there on day 1, experiencing the story just as Rockstar designed it? Or are you willing to be patient, wait a little longer, and be handed the keys to the entire city, with the freedom to shape it and play in it however you want for years to come? The choice is yours.